Welcome to the 38th Annual Mr. Hockey Awards Banquet. 38 years, Tom Chorsky, where you at? It's been a little while, right? Yep. I wasn't here when Tom won the first annual Mr. Hockey Award, but he was here. Been a long time. He was presented Mr. Hockey by some guys named Herb Brooks and John Mariucci. So it's 38 years, this is awesome. I'm Lauren Feldkamp. I'm from the Minnesota All Sports Alliance. We're formerly known as the Minutemen. Now we changed our name after we invited female members to be part of our organization. I'm with Minnesota All Sports Alliance, as I said, and the Mr. Hockey Awards Committee. Today we'll be presenting the Mr. Hockey Award to the top high school senior hockey player and the Frank Brimsek Award to the top senior goaltender. These finalists and award winners are voted on by a panel of professional hockey scouts and other hockey experts in the state of Minnesota. These hockey players have been selected as the top seniors in the state high school league, exhibiting the most talent and tradition of high school hockey in the nation. We congratulate every one of you guys, and we're absolutely honored to have you at our banquet today. We wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. I'm going to make a few comments, and then we're going to have Kirsten, our Master of Ceremonies, come up and introduce the head table guest. So Jillian and her crew will start serving. Dive into your food, whatever you want to do. Just remember, as Kirsten introduces the head table, you'll have some applause opportunities. I'll recognize some people while we get going. Please join me in a short invocation. God, thank you for the blessings in our lives and the freedom we have to live in this country. Bless this gathering today and the food we're about to share. In your name we pray, amen. All right, folks, enjoy your food, but also remember you'll have some applause opportunities when Kirsten comes up to introduce our award finalist. First, I get to publicly thank our presenting sponsors, the Minnesota Wild and the Minnesota Wild Foundation. Without their tremendous support, we could not put on this banquet and could not present these awards to these talented hockey players. Wayne Peterson is here today with the representing the Minnesota Wild. Wayne, we thank you and the Wild organization for your support. The Wild are having a great season and have many exciting players on the squad. Of course, my favorites to watch have been 2004 Mr. Hockey Award finalist Alex Goligoski from Grand Rapids and 2010 Mr. Hockey Nick Bugstead of Blaine, especially when he's been able to play a few shifts with 2011 Mr. Hockey Kyle Rao of Eden Prairie. Then the broadcast team is fun. We got some guys named Ryan Carter and Mark Parrish and Ben Clymer that are all Mr. Hockey finalists over the years too. So we appreciate the history of the Mr. Hockey Award. I'll recognize and thank some other folks in our audience and some other people. First of all, we want to thank all you parents, coaches, school officials, and teammates for helping these award winners become successful and for supporting this event. Congratulations to all of you for another fantastic season of Minnesota high school hockey. In addition to our presenting sponsors, many other businesses supported our award banquet by buying placemat ads for today's luncheons or by sponsoring tickets for high school hockey players and teams to be able to attend today's banquet. We ask that you thank and support our sponsors and our advertisers. I will call your attention to the lower left area of the placemat where you will see the logo of the Parrish Family Fund. Mark and Nicole Parrish are ready to announce their foundation publicly in a few weeks, and we're proud to donate some space to give you a sneak peek at their logo and their name of the Parrish Family Fund. I want to thank the Jostens Ring Company for donating the Mr. Hockey Championship ring to our Mr. Hockey Award winner. Whichever of you guys wins the Mr. Hockey Award today will need to get me your ring size and specs, and we'll order your ring to be constructed by Jostens. U13 athletes are highly honored to have been selected as a finalist for the 2020 Mr. Hockey Award and the Frank Brimsek Award. The Minutemen greatly enjoy celebrating the history of the award winners and all of our award finalists. We're so proud to see numerous Mr. Hockey Award finalists starring in the NHL and the D1 college ranks. And just like this year's group, the talent level in the state of hockey is in fabulous shape. And all of us here today sincerely thank you finalists for staying in Minnesota high school hockey after having opportunities to go elsewhere. NHL scouts and a few other hockey experts vote on the Mr. Hockey Awards finalists, and we thank them all for their time and support as well. Okay, now a quick word or two about the Minnesota All Sports Alliance, formerly the Minutemen Club. Minnesota All Sports Alliance exists to do goodwill through sports since its inception in 1954. The group helped the Twins and Vikings get here by selling bonds to build Met Stadium and season ticket packages for the Twins and the Vikings. Our organization helps the Minutemen Amateur Athletic Foundation support worthy youth athletic endeavors. Now, male and females are invited to join our group and help us continue to do goodwill through sports. I'll bring your attention to Mr. Marty Miele, our chairman of the event, and Alex Odette, our administrative specialist who you've all met. They do a fantastic job, and we appreciate you both very much. So we've spoken with former award winners and finalists about giving back to the sport when their hockey careers are finished. All of these gentlemen up here at the head table give back to the sport of hockey in many ways, and we invite all of you finalists to come back and help build the tradition of the Mr. Hockey Award as you can. All of you coaches in our audience know that it's fun to be part of hockey, but even more rewarding to be able to give something back to the sport because of your success. The Minnesota All Sports Alliance is always looking to add dedicated sports enthusiasts, men and women, that want to give back to the sports that we all enjoy. Contact us in person or at minnesotaminatemen.com if you want to have some fun helping Minnesota All Sports Alliance do goodwill through sports. The Minutemen celebrate Minnesota lacrosse, baseball, and softball with awards banquets copied from the success of this Mr. Hockey Award, as well as holding some fun roast and toast to raise funds for youth athletics. We may send you folks an email when we announce those events. We're creating a new singular fundraising program that will help youth participate in sports. Stay tuned on that. Now, it is my pleasure to turn the banquet over to our Master of Ceremonies, Kirsten Krull. Thank you, Kirsten.
Lauren, thank you so much for kicking us off and for the warm welcome. I'm Kirsten Krull, the host for this banquet today, and when I was asked to host the Mr. Hockey Banquet this year, I was honored, and hockey has been part of my life for a while now. I was born and raised in Rochester, Minnesota, and then decided I didn't want to leave the state, so then I continued my education at St. Cloud State University, where if you guys know anything about St. Cloud State, it is a huge hockey school, and it is hard to not love the game, being around it so much up there. And I was able to take it a step further, be the ice side reporter for the men's hockey team for a couple years, and then wasn't able to get away from the game, not like I wanted to, but being involved with the Minnesota Wild organization as an in-game host, and now continuing to work as a reporter. So I've been very fortunate to be around this great game and get to know so many wonderful people in my time being involved in the sport. And so thank you all so much for coming out today and helping support not only a great event, but also all of these great guys that are up here that are finalists for this award today. So enough about me. It is time to welcome our very first guest, who honestly needs no introduction, CCHA Commissioner Don Lucia. Don is currently the commissioner for the league in its inaugural season, and he's best known as the coach for the Golden Gophers, Colorado College, and Fairbanks. He's won Coach of the Year 4 times and has won 2 national championships during his 31 years of coaching and putting up 722 total wins. So everyone, please give a warm welcome to Don Lucia.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I'd like to congratulate our finalists for Mr. Hockey. I'd like to congratulate Andover for winning the AA, and certainly Hermantown for winning the Single A tournament. It's such a special time of the year. All you have to do is look out and see gold hair. You know, it's state tournament time, but it really brings me a little bit of flashback, because back in 1976, I was fortunate enough to be a part of Grand Rapids. We won the first state championship back in St. Paul at the old St. Paul Civic Center with the clear board. So it is a wonderful time of the year with what's going on in our state right now, high school hockey, the championships. weekend coming up, we have the CCHA Championship between Bemidji State and Minnesota State Mankato. You have got the Big Ten Championship with Michigan and Minnesota at Mariucci Arena, and certainly the NCHC Championship coming up here this weekend as well, and then the NCAA. So I always felt March is the greatest month of the year to be in Minnesota, and that's certainly the case. I've really enjoyed my job so far. I was sitting up at a cabin up in Alaska, and I got a call if I wanted to be interested in the CCHA, and I certainly was. We had 7 like-minded schools that were breaking away: Minnesota State, Mankato, Bemidji State, Michigan Tech, Northern Michigan, Lake State, Ferris State, and Bowling Green that wanted to try to compete at the highest level. We were looking for one more team, and to our delight at that time, St. Thomas was going to be making the jump from Division III to Division I, so it was very easy for me as the new commissioner to be recruiting the University of St. Thomas because what they would bring to our league. And I think that's one of the beauties of our sport is that you don't have to be a big BCS school to have a great college hockey program. The beauty of college hockey is you can be a Division II school, a Division III school, and you're going to compete at the highest level, and you're going to make sure you fund your program like the BCS schools fund their football program. And that's what's been fun for me to be a part of. I'm really excited to watch the University of St. Thomas grow with their program. They made a great hire, Enrico Blasi. I've known for many years, a 20-year veteran. And I know that when Phil reached out to me and asked me about Rico, it was a no-brainer as far as I was concerned with his background and what he'd bring to the University of St. Thomas. So we couldn't be more excited to have them a part of our program. I went to a game this year up at St. Thomas Academy where they're starting their program up there, and I couldn't help but think back to being the first Division I game when I was coaching the Gophers at Bemidji State at John Glass Fieldhouse, or the old Mack Center at St. Cloud State, or on-campus arenas at Minnesota State Mankato, and to where they were 20 years ago to where they are today, and you see in the Frozen Fours competing at the highest level. But that's the beginning, that's the start. That's where University of St. Thomas is right now, but there's no doubt in my mind down the line that they're going to be one of the top programs. It's great for our state. It's a 6th different team that is going to be playing at the Division I level, and once they get their facility built, I've seen the plans. It's going to be outstanding, so we're really looking forward to that. But to everybody, there's a lot of options right now in college hockey. There's 60 Division I schools, and across 6 different leagues, and I can say in the West with our 3 leagues that we currently have, there's a lot of terrific options. And I'll wave the flag a little bit for the CCHA and the fact that go back to last year, Lake State lost to the eventual national champions in the NCAA tournament. Bemidji State knocked off Wisconsin. Minnesota State knocked off the Gophers and went on to the Frozen Four. So more opportunities than there's ever been before. And with the University of St. Thomas coming down the line, it's another great option, our only private institution that plays Division I hockey within our own state. So very blessed and fortunate to be a part of the CCHA. And again, I want to congratulate our finalists. Enjoy tonight, or to this afternoon. What a great event and a great moment for the state of hockey. Thank you.
Thank you again to Don Lucia for being here today. And now I am honored to also introduce our next guest speaker here today, the Minnesota Wild Director of Community Relations and Hockey Partnerships, Wayne Peterson. Wayne is responsible for all of the team's high school and youth hockey programming, including the Little Wild Learn to Play program, Learn to Skate, youth hockey referee clinics and seminar, leadership summit, and girls hockey weekend, as well as Hockey Day Minnesota. So everyone, please welcome Wayne Peterson.
On behalf of the Minnesota Wild, welcome to St. Paul, and welcome to our campus where we are very proud to host and support this great banquet and this great hockey tradition. I too want to congratulate all the nominees. for their great seasons, and also want to congratulate the 4 state champions, 2 from the girls, Warroad and Andover, and 2 from the boys, Hermantown and Andover. What a year for Andover High School. And we've had a great week of hockey in St. Paul, a great week of hockey on our campus. It all started last Tuesday when the Wild hosted the Rangers, and we got a badly needed win against New York. And then obviously it continued Wednesday with the state tournament. It was great to see the Let's Play Hockey Expo back and seeing thousands of kids running through the halls of the exhibit hall. And obviously continues today with our Mr. Hockey Banquet. And tonight is a big night for our organization. We host Nashville at 6 o'clock, but at 5 o'clock tonight, we're going to retire our first number. We're going to be retiring number 9 in honor of Mikko Koivu. And I think very deserving, whoever was clapping there, yeah. So it should be a very special night. First game of a 9-game homestand here in St. Paul. And then next weekend we host the NCHC. I will say a real quick note to Mr. Al, where's Bump at? I had the privilege of watching part of your game with John Mayasich, and he was getting a little nervous. He was counting the goals, and he was loving the hero of the post every time you clanked one off the post, but I know you got a chance to meet him after the game, and that was quite the scene to see 2 great Minnesota hockey legends, and John had a lot of fun. I saw him afterwards. He said, what a nice young man you are, what a privilege it was to meet you after the game. And finally, as is tradition, we will be inviting the 2 winners, the Mr. Hockey Award winner and the Frank Brimsek Award winner, to a Wild game to make the Let's Play Hockey announcement. I'll be presenting custom jerseys to both our winners, and we'll be inviting you and 3 guests next weekend to the Wild Blackhawks game, again, to make the Let's Play Hockey announcement. Now, the last person to make the announcement was the Rangers game, and it was Gopher football head coach P.J. Fleck, and he brought some energy, as you could imagine. So I'm hoping you 2 guys will bring the same energy to the game that night. So, again, we are very proud to host this annual tradition. Looking forward to seeing our 2 winners next week at the Blackhawks game, and go Wild.
Thank you again to Wayne Peterson. And now I am honored to begin presenting our special athletes and guests of the hour. And everyone, please feel free to applaud them as we go along for acknowledging their accomplishments and just the incredible season that they've had. Beginning with our 2020-22 Mr. Hockey finalists, Alex Bump from Prior Lake, Joey Del Greco from Grand Rapids, Drew Fisher from Cretin-Durham Hall, Damon Gardner from Warroad, Dylan Godbout from Hill Murray, Leo Gruba from Hill Murray, Barrett Hall from Gentry, Gavin Lindberg from Moorhead, Tristan Sarsland from Benilde St. Margaret, and Max Strand from Roseau. So everyone, give it up for our Mr. Hockey 2022 finalists. And now I will go ahead and introduce our 2022 Frank Brimsek Award finalists, beginning with Marco Bellick from Cretin-Durham Hall, Austin Bronze from Andover, and Ben Dardis from Matamidi. So everyone, please give all of these guys a huge round of applause. And now for a more interactive part of this ceremony, if I could have the Omaha boys, Damon Gardner and Alex Bump, please come up to the podium. Guys, thank you so much for coming up here. Now, Damon, starting with you, what was your favorite memory from this hockey season?
Just coming back and like going into school, I had a fun year, and just coming back, I had a lot of fun times and good memories. So, and then obviously playing in the state tournament, it was such a good like time, I guess. So yeah.
And then Alex, another question that I have for you. You can't pick your own jersey, but you've seen a lot of great jerseys represented around the state of Minnesota. Besides Prior Lakes, who do you think has the best high school jersey?
Hill Murray.
Hill Murray. You're getting a big round of applause from that one. And then Damon, also back to you. Do you have any pregame superstitions? I know a lot of people have a few.
Yeah, nothing super serious. Probably just like maybe like right equipment before the left, and then that's probably about it.
And then Alex, who do you think has had a huge impact in your career so far through high school?
My brothers. They've done a lot for me.
That is awesome. And Damon, ending things off here with you, what are your plans as you look ahead to next year?
Play one more year of juniors and then head into Clarkson after that. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Damon. And then Alex, what about you? What are your plans after this season?
Go to Omaha, play one more year, and then go to Vermont.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Now I'm going to hand the mic over to Tom Chorski, who's going to ask a couple trivia questions for you guys.
Well, this is more about the history of the award. I talked to these guys a little bit beforehand, and so it's just a little bit of fun here. They call you Bumper? Is that your nickname, Bumper? Okay. Well, Alex, I'm going to quiz you here. Can you name another Mr. Hockey finalist from Prior Lake? There is none. That's right. He's the first. Good job. Way to get things started here. Smart young man right there. He's sharp. And Damon, lots of finalists have come from War Road. Can you name the winner? Give you a hint. He's an undersized defenseman. It's not fair to you because you've been gone a little bit, but.
I know two finalists.
So the winner that I'm talking about is from 1988, long time ago, Larry Olam. So that's for these two guys. We'll just hand this back to you.
Thank you, Tom. And you guys will be seeing more of him as we go through. Now, if we could take a moment to honor these two gentlemen's coaches. Damon Gardner's coach from War Road, Jay Hardwick, if you could please stand up. And Alex Bump's coach at Prior Lake, Joe Pankratz, if you could also please stand up. Everyone, please give these gentlemen a round of applause. And Damon and Alex, thank you so much. You two can go back and sit down. Now I am going to invite up a couple high-flying forwards, Drew Fisher, as well as Joey Del Greco. If you guys could come up here, please. Guys, thank you so much for coming up here. Now, Drew, beginning with you, I got to ask, what was your favorite hockey memory, whether from this season or just your high school career in general?
From my high school career, I'd have to say going up to Hermantown, spending the night in a hotel and playing them my sophomore year.
And Joey, I've got to ask you the same question. What would you say your favorite memory is?
Probably going to Roseau and all the trips up there, going ice fishing, so that's always been fun.
And this one is kind of a two-part question as well. What's the best song that you guys have on a pregame playlist, or maybe even the most embarrassing? I'm going to ask both of you the same one.
I don't know if we have any embarrassing ones, but I'd say my favorite artist is Lil Baby, so anything by him.
And what about you?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say Bubbly's pretty embarrassing, so.
Well, there we go. And now, Drew, what is next for you?
I'm going to probably play for the Minnesota Magicians next year.
And Joey, what do you think is next for you?
Just play junior hockey next year.
Do you know where yet?
Not for sure. Hopefully Waterloo.
Well, we will be keeping our eye out for you. And now I'm going to hand the mic back over to Tom Chorski for some trivia questions for you guys.
All right, boys. Drew, again, this is going back, so this is tough for you a little bit, but what year did Ryan McDonough win Mr. Hockey? 2007, another sharp young man here. I know these guys are all smart. Good job. Joey, let's see here. Last 10 years, Grand Rapids has had a lot of players up for Mr. Hockey. Frank Brimsek, Can you name a few?
Last 10 years.
Yeah, just rattle off some people that are either up for the Brimsek or up for the award.
Carter Clafton, Jack Peart,
Carter?
Bree Peterson, Aaron Miskovich won it, but it's probably not 10 years.
Okay, he just rattled off. Let's see, he said Carter Clafton, Avery Peterson, 2014. Who else did you say?
Jack Peart won it last
Yeah, Jack Peart won it last year. And there was one other one. Aaron Miskovich. Okay, good job. Continued history of the Mr. Hockey Award. Congratulations to these two guys.
I bet you guys didn't know we'd be making you use your brains today and think on your feet. And now, if we could have Matt Funk, head coach from Cretin-Durham Hall, please stand up. Everyone, please give him a round of applause. And Wade Chido, coach of Grand Rapids, if you could stand up as well. Thank you guys for all of the work that you have done. Now, if I could have the captains come up here, Dylan Godbout and Max Strand. And then I'm going to start off asking you guys the same initial question, beginning with you here, Dylan. What has been your favorite hockey memory?
I would say my sophomore year when we won the state tournament in 2020.
That one is pretty hard to top. And then Max, how about you?
Probably my sophomore year when we came back and beat Warroad.
That one as well. And now this one, you already got some credit for having the best jersey from an earlier player. Would you stand with him saying, well, I guess you can't say that you have the best jersey because this one is not including your own. So besides Hill Murray, who do you think has the best high school jersey in the state?
I'm going to stick with our colors and say the Roseau Rams. I like their black jerseys. They're pretty fresh.
Earning some extra points here, too, from Max right there. Now, how about you? Who do you think has the best jersey in the state? And maybe you're feeling a little extra pressure to say Hill Murray now.
I'll go with Hill Murray.
A very safe choice there. Now, guys, what is next for you after this season?
I'm going to go play for Sioux City in the USHL and then continue my education hockey career at the University of Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm planning on playing junior hockey too, hopefully at Sioux City as well.
All right, well, maybe you guys will be future teammates. We'll have to see. Congratulations, you guys. And now I'm going to hand the mic back over to Tom Chorsky.
All right, guys. Dylan, who would you say is the most famous player from Hill Murray?
I'm going to go with Jake Genzel, playing for the Pittsburgh Penguins right now.
Solid choice. There's been a lot of players over the years. How about, let's see, there's a guy from 93 and 94, that era, Brent and Jason. Who are those guys?
Jason would be my father and Brent would be my uncle.
You kind of shunned them, didn't you? No, good job. Congratulations. Max, there's been, again, a lot of players from Roseau. Recently, Olympian Aaron Ness, who won Mr. Hockey in 2008. Can you name another finalist recently?
Aaron Huglin.
Aaron Huglin is another one. How about, you got one more for me?
Zach Yon.
Zach Young, he got them both. Good job. Congratulations on both you guys answering correctly. You can be proud of your sharpness this morning, I guess.
These guys have been doing pretty great at trivia this morning, don't you think? Tom agrees over here. And now let's see if our next pair is going to be as sharp. Our defensive pair, Leo Gruba from Hill Murray and Tristan Sarsland from Benilde St. Margaret. And Leo, again, I'm going to open the floor for each of you. What has been your favorite hockey memory?
I got a copy Dylan with the sophomore year state tournament title. That was pretty sweet. But this year was awesome too.
Tristan, how about you?
Probably beating Crete in the section semis my sophomore year. That was pretty fun.
And who do you guys think has been the biggest influence, whether it be on your life or in your hockey career?
I would say my dad has been a huge influence on me. And then other one, shout out to Pat Schaffhauser over there in the back. Been a great guy to look up to my years at Hill.
Tristan, who has been your biggest influence?
My biggest influence has probably been my grandpa, Tony. He's always helped me out and been really good to me, so he's probably my biggest influence, yeah.
Now, what is next for you guys? Leo, starting with you.
I have no idea. Juniors.
You still have some time, plenty of time to figure it out, but a successful career ahead for you.
Yeah, and I'll be playing junior hockey too. I don't know where, though, so yeah.
All right, well, again, a successful career ahead for both of you, and we're excited to follow you along on your journey. Now, we'll see how sharp you guys are on your hockey trivia as I hand things back over to Tom Shorsky.
Okay, guys. Leo, the most recent player from Hill Murray up for this award.
Joey Palatichuk.
That is correct. There was a player the year before. Do you remember who that was?
Oh, Rem. Yeah, I forgot. Brimsek. Yeah.
Exactly. You got it. Remington Keppel and Joe Palatichuk. Tristan, name the last Mr. Hockey finalist from BSM.
Nate Schweitzer.
Nate Schweitzer. He plays for CC, and he happens to room with my son. So, good job. Correct answers again.
Now, we're going to have Bill getting a workout in. If you could please stand up once again, Bill Lechner, head coach of Hill Murray. And Ken Pauley, head coach at Benilde St. Margaret. Now we're going to welcome up our final pair, a couple of high school icons, Barrett Hall from Gentry and Gavin Lindbergh from Moorhead. Barrett, starting things off with you, what has been your favorite hockey memory?
I got to go with the state championship last year.
And Gavin, how about you?
I got to go beating Roseau in sophomore year in the section finals.
And now this next question, maybe having you think on your feet a little bit as well, but is there a piece of advice that you've been given by someone around hockey that's really stuck in with you?
My dad's always told me to just go out and play, and I think that's kind of been my motto for the last couple of years, just go out and play and have fun.
How about you, Gavin?
Same, my dad just tells me to have fun and just play your game, and it's worked.
Great advice from both of them. Now, final question. You guys probably knew this one is coming. What is next for you?
I'm playing juniors next year and then hopefully college after that.
And then how about you?
Hopefully I'll be playing juniors in Waterloo.
All right, well, we will be on the lookout for that, you guys, and I'm going to give the mic back over to Tom Shorsky.
Okay, Barrett. A little unfair because there's not a lot of history with Gentry to tie to this Mr. Hockey Award, so I'll challenge you a little bit here. There's been some former winners that have won a Stanley Cup besides myself. Two of them are, I'm going to help you a little bit here. They're both defensemen, and one has won it with Tampa Bay twice, and one won it with Chicago. Any idea?
I have no idea.
He has no idea. That's okay. Like I said, we're going to put him on the spot. This is mostly for the history, like I said. Ryan McDonough has won it with Tampa Bay twice, and Nick Leddy with Chicago. Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you guys so much. You can go have a seat. And if we could have Joe Cullen, coach of Gentry, please stand. And John Ammerman of Moorhead, if you would please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, if I could have our three finalists for the Frank Brimsek Award, please come up. Matt Funk from Creighton-Durham, Mark Manny from Andover, and Jeff Poschel from Matamidi. Oh, I am so sorry. If I could have our Frank Brimsek finalists, please stand up. What's an award ceremony without a little bit of a stumble? Am I right? Our Frank Brimsek Award finalists, Marco Bellick, Austin Bronze, and Ben Dardis. Guys, starting things off, yes, please give them a round of applause, everybody. What has been your favorite hockey memory?
Making it to the tourney this year.
And what about for you?
Winning the state championship in 2020.
And then last but not least,
I'm winning the state championship this year.
those are all pretty hard to beat. Now, if I could ask you, who do you think has had the biggest impact on your hockey career?
My dad, just looking up to him, he made it to the tourney too.
Probably my dad, even though my dad didn't play hockey growing up, but he really, once I found a position of goaltending, he really studied it and helped me through the years.
I would have to say my dad because he always pushes me.
Awesome stuff. And you guys, what is next for you?
I'll be playing with El Paso in the no.
Playing juniors, but I don't know where yet.
Playing juniors, don't know where yet.
Well, you guys, we will be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys for coming up, and you can go have a seat. I got a little bit of a head start on this one. Now, if we could please have Matt Funk from Cretin-Durham, Mark Manny from Andover, and Jeff Poschel from Matamidi. Please stand up. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. Now, I am honored to introduce our next guest, John Ammerman from the Minnesota High School Coaches Association. He's the current coach of the Moorhead Spuds and former president of the Minnesota High School Association. So if you could please come up here.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Before I get started, first a congratulations to all the award winners and their families in recognizing their high school careers and what they have accomplished. Obviously, the kids have done things, but the parents have also helped and guide those kids to those successes as well. Great couple days of hockey here in St. Paul, and to be able to enjoy it with people across the state, not only on TV but also in person, was quite the spectacle last night. An outstanding game, the single A game as well. Very, very well played by all four teams. Congratulations to Hermantown and to Andover, state champions. But also, as a Moorhead coach, I'd be remiss if I didn't congratulate the runner-up in both Maple Grove and Warroad in their accomplishments this year as well. I am here representing our Coaches Association in awarding the John Mariucci Coach of the Year in both Class AA and Single A, in announcing that. This is an award that's voted upon by the Coaches Association, and one that obviously we would like to celebrate not only the kids that play but also the coaches that give back to the game in that. Our class single A Coach of the Year is Joe Diedzik from Minneapolis. Unfortunately, he is unable to be here. But our class AA Coach of the Year is Coach Berglund from Maple Grove. And congratulations to that. So I'd like to thank I'd like to congratulate those teams and those coaches, and thank you for allowing our Coaches Association to be part of this great day, and congratulations to the award winners again. Thank you.
And then, John, I would like to bring you back up here really quick just for a couple of quick questions. First being, you can come back up here. I'll give you just a second. Sorry, throwing you a wild card over here. What does this mean to you, being the recipient of this award?
I am not the award recipient.
I'm so sorry.
No, Coach Berglund is, yeah. Yeah.
If we could have you come up here, please. Keeping everyone on their feet here today. What does it mean to you to be the recipient of this award?
Well, I don't know if you want to ask me that question because I'm on 8 cookies and 37 cuties right now. So, well, first of all, hats off to Andover, Coach Manny and the Andover boys. Heck of a game last night, and it was a good battle, and I appreciate the competition between our two teams. We have a good battle going all the time, so hats off to you guys. Yeah, it means the world to me. Obviously, awards like this, I mean, you look around the room and see all the great coaches and at the table in front, I'm humbled. Special thanks to my wife, Heidi, who allows me to do this, and thanks to our community of Maple Grove. It's 24 years now, and we're starting to make a mark on the hockey community and all the people that make it work. All the coaches there, I can go on and on talking about them, and President Kukkonen from our booster club, and I know a lot of people, you recognize that name, and so yeah, I'm running on sugar here, so.
That is quite okay. And another question for you, what are you going to take away most from this year?
Just kind of our lunch pail group of guys, 20 guys that just kind of brought it all together. We have a just incredible group of kids that are gritty and aggressive, and we can play a speed game, and they brought it to the rink every day and competed hard, and I just think the world of those 20 kids.
Thank you so much for your time, and congratulations again on being the recipient of this year's award.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Now, hopefully I introduce our guests properly this time. Everyone, I would like to introduce the Mr. Hockey Chairman, Marty Miele and Joe Kermpatich, excuse me. And Marty is the chairman for the Mr. Hockey Award, like mentioned. He's been a member of the Minnesota All Sports Alliance since 2012. And Joe played collegiately at St. Thomas and is currently in his 15th season coaching at Eden Prairie High School. So everyone, please give these two a very warm welcome.
The Minnesota Sports All Alliance wanted to create an award to recognize the people to make hockey strong in our area. Pillars would be an appropriate term. Many of us at this table, out in the crowd in the future class of 2022, have or will experience hockey at many different levels across the country or even the world. But nothing compares or holds a special place like hockey in our backyard, and that's mainly due to the people that help grow our game. We wanted to create a prestigious award that goes to an influential leader who over a period of many years has been dedicated to the growth and development of hockey in Minnesota. Our past winners include Lou Nanny, Doug Woog, Henriksen Foundation, and Henry Boucher. This year's winner exemplifies everything in that definition.
First off, I want to thank everybody today for being here, and the kids here, kids in the state tournament, outstanding job. I now have a 5-year-old that's not an Eden Prairie fan. That's where I coach. He is a Prior Lake fan, and he knows the Lakers chant. So thank you guys for that one. And I am really, truly excited and honored to have the chance to present this award to my former alma mater. I attended the University of St. Thomas from 2001 to 2004. And we had much success on the ice during that time, winning a MIAC championship and a national tournament appearance. I also made a lot of lifelong friends through the sport of hockey and at St. Thomas. My time at USD and all of my interactions with my coaches, teachers, and fellow student athletes played a major role in shaping who I am today and my choices to become a high school coach and positive role model to the young athletes. The culture, goals, and expectations of this institution really prepare its graduates for success. When St. Thomas announced they were going Division I in hockey, I was very excited and hopeful for the future of USD. It was a topic of discussion with my former teammates for the first few months after, and we're excited to learn who will lead USD hockey in the future and what new changes would take place to make this big leap. I know myself and all the alumni are looking forward to seeing the growth of the program and the impact St. Thomas will make in the state of hockey in the years to come. Without further ado, I'd like to invite Rico Blase up here to accept this award on behalf of the University of St. Thomas.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Marty. Great job, Kristen. How about a round of applause for Kristen? Not an easy thing to do. On behalf of University of St. Thomas, both men's and women's hockey programs and the entire university, I'd like to thank you for this special award. What a great year of hockey. Congratulations to the 13 gentlemen in front of us. Andover, Hermantown for their championships. Coach Berglund, Coach of the Year. Joe, who's not here, Coach of the Year. What a special year and what a special week that's been. I'm not an outsider anymore, but I'm going to talk like an outsider. What we have here in our state is special, and this week proved that. And the fact that you guys stayed to play here in the state and not rushed out to play juniors or anything like that tells you a little bit about what we have in our state. And our state's strong with the talent and the skill and the passion and the compete that we have was on full showcase this past week. So congratulations to everybody. Looking forward to next year already and some of these guys becoming Tommies in the near future. As you could imagine, the transition to Division I after all the success that Joe and all of our alums have had at the Division III level was not an easy one. It's going to be a process and a commitment from UST and everybody on our campus and our board and our alums that are committed to doing that. And so I want to recognize Dr. Sullivan, our president, Dr. Eston, our director of athletics, our board, and Joe and all the great alums that we have at UST. You know, we're focused on creating a championship culture, one that's relationship-based, one that's process-oriented, and ultimately helping our student athletes earn a prestigious degree from the University of St. Thomas. And so we know we have a tall task ahead of us, but one that we're also committed to. We're looking forward to it. I can tell you that most of our team will be made up of guys from Minnesota, and that's the way it's going to be. They'll be the right guys, but they'll be guys from our state, so we're looking forward to that. I'm also really excited about what lies ahead in the future in the next few months. As Coach Lucia, I can never call you Commissioner Lucia. Coach Lucia said we're uniquely positioned in the state of hockey, being the private school in our state, playing Division I, and the only private school in our league. And he mentioned the drawings, so I'll just say that in the next few months, what we'll share with the community in St. Paul and the university is going to be pretty special, and we're looking forward to it. So thank you very much for having us, and thank you for this award.
I am now honored to introduce our next guest, head coach of the Minnesota Magicians, Nick Beadall and Brent Borgen. Nick, like mentioned, is the head coach for the Magicians of the North American Hockey League and spent the prior 4 seasons at St. Thomas. And Brent is a former Mr. Hockey finalist from 2003 and played collegiately at St. Cloud State University. And they're going to be announcing the Frank Brimsek Award. So everyone, please welcome.
Nick Beadall here. Congratulations to all the nominees here. I'm here obviously with the Minnesota Magicians, and I heard all you guys up here talking about your plans for next year and playing junior hockey. And I think the biggest part that you guys need to realize that's going to be coming is there's going to be some hard times in junior hockey. You know, a lot of guys that you'll be competing with daily are kind of in the same position you're in, where, you know, the best players on the team, and not everybody can be on the power play. Not everyone can be the starting goalie. Okay, so there's going to be some ups and downs that, you know, you got to, the love and drive that got you to this position on this stage today, you can't lose that. No matter what happens. Okay, I got a quick story about that. We had a kid at St. Thomas when we were Division III. when I was with the Magicians, he tried out. I was with him about 5 years ago as well. We cut him. So he played NA3, Tier 3 hockey. Hockey being the small world, I ended up at St. Thomas. He's going into his sophomore year, and he had the drive. He was going to play hockey after. Graduated in 2020. We all know what happened that year. He kept working. This year he started in the lowest pro league and just persevered since he got cut, 5 years ago from the NA. He's going to have over 40 points in the East Coast Hockey League this year. He's, it's NHL, AHL, East Coast League. So he's in the East Coast League. None of that matters what happened in his past. He made it. He had that drive. Adversity, never stopped working. It's Brecker Valley. He's a Minnesota kid from Forest Lake. So keep your goal in mind, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows and juniors, right? It's a job. Everyone's there for a reason. Coaches are there to win. Players are there to move on. So you got to stay focused no matter what happens. So good luck to everybody.
I think that, the showcase this weekend of the state tournament is obviously the icing on a cake to watch, to be around everybody. The games were unbelievable, the kick saves, but the guys put in the work all season, and this is just really the caveat to tap it all off. And we're happy to give away the Frank Brimsek Award. He was a St. Cloud goalie, unbelievable, nicknamed Mr. Zero, won a Stanley Cup, played through all those levels of hockey and really excelled, just like these three gentlemen down here. It'd be amiss if I didn't talk about kind of one of the biggest goalie influences that I had was Warren Strelo. He was a gold medal goalie coach in the 80 Olympics and then the silver in 2002. And he, like all these goalies and stuff, really just kind of wanted them to be athletes, right? To be goalies and don't be structured into the analytics and all that stuff, and just really go out there, play, have fun, make big saves, desperation saves, as he always used to say, the ones that, they should have been goals and the goalie saved it. So, Nick, we're happy to give the award out. On behalf of the Minnesota All-State Alliance and the Mr. Hockey Award Banquet, I am pleased to announce the winner of the 2022 Frank Brimsek Award is Ben Dardis of Matamidi High School. Congratulations, Ben.
I'm extremely honored to win this award, but first I'd like to congratulate the other two goalies, Marco Belloc and Austin Bronze, on amazing seasons. Especially Austin Bronze's performance last night in the state championship was truly amazing. Made some unbelievable saves, and congratulations on your state championship. And I wish both you two the best of luck in your future. First, I'd like to thank my parents, Joe and Amanda Dardis, for supporting me over the years. From driving me to practices, days and nights, before I could drive, all over the metro, finding practices and games. I can't thank you guys enough for the commitment that you guys have done over the past years. And also for supporting me through good games and bad games, no matter if I let up 10 goals on one night or let up 0. You guys supported me through it all. Thank you guys so much. Another thank you goes out to my coaches, Jeff Poschel, Tom Strelo, Alex Rogoszewski, Chris Bennett, David Kolova. Thank you guys so much over the past 4 years. It's been truly amazing. You guys not only developed me into the goaltender I am today, but the person that I am too. So thank you guys so much. My last thank you goes out to Derek Simon from Premier Goaltending, my goalie coach over the past few years. Derek, thank you so much over the past few years. You've really slowed down the practice and helped me work on the little things to change things in my game to make me a better goaltender. Thank you so much for that.
Everyone, let's take a moment to give one more big round of applause to our 2022 Frank Brimsek Award winner, Ben Dardis. And last but certainly not least, I'm very honored to introduce keynote speaker Paul Broughton, a former Gopher captain who played for 3 NHL teams and was a member of the USA World Championships in 1999, and also the 1985 Mr. Hockey winner Tom Chorsky, who is the very first recipient of this award from Minneapolis Southwest. He played for 7 NHL teams, including the New Jersey Devils, where he won the 1995 Stanley Cup. They will be announcing this year's Mr. Hockey Award. So everyone, please give them a warm welcome.
Okay, I'll be brief. Actually, in an effort to keep things moving along, we've been trying to figure out ways to speed this up, and we tried to go really fast today. With getting through this, because we recognize that all of you, for the most part, have been here all week or most of the week, and the weekend gets long, and a lot of the players probably didn't sleep last night. So we shortened it up a little bit. There used to be a little bit more interviewing going on, and so I want to, because I prepped the boys backstage to make sure that they could thank their parents and thank their coaches and thank everyone along the way, the relatives and the community and their team managers and their assistant coaches and their relatives and their siblings and everything. And not everyone got to do that. So I know that each one of these young men would have done that. So let's just assume that if you were expecting a thank you from these guys, that they would have given it to you, all right? Also, again, I want to thank the folks at the head table. It's pretty cool to have Don Lucia here and Wayne Peterson from the Wild and Rico Blase, the new coach at St. Thomas, and great update to hear what exciting things are going to happen over in St. Paul. I ran into Todd Woodcraft, the coach from UVM. Todd, where are you sitting? Right here. Former Minnesota Wild employee, he's now head coach at Vermont, and came to support one of his future players. That's pretty cool. Thanks to all the coaches. I see other head coaches out here from high school teams that we don't have the time to acknowledge today because we do want to keep things moving along. But thanks to the whole hockey community that has supported these boys throughout their lives. Thanks for showing up today. Like I said, I know it's been a long weekend for some, and we really appreciate you being here, and look forward to seeing what these young men do.
Good job, Tommy. Good job. Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to reiterate what's been said here today and congratulate the state champions, Hermantown and Andover, and I'd also like to congratulate the award winners here tonight and the players that are sitting in front of us. It's an honor to be in the room with these players. I also want to congratulate Joey Dietzig. I know Joey, and what a great honor, and I want to congratulate Todd Berglund also. I know Todd personally. I played hockey with his brother Timmy at the University of Minnesota. I grew up in a small town in northern Minnesota. I got to tell just a quick story, but our coach used to always say, break the game down into a minute. Let's play a minute at a time. Sometimes it was, and so I put the minute calculator down, and it's been 19,900,080 minutes since I played my last high school hockey game. That's a long time ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday. We scored the most goals of any state high school hockey tournament game. We won consolation. We beat Burnsville 9-8. But some of the best memories, it's the love of the game. I love the game. I started playing hockey, and I played junior varsity hockey my 9th grade year. I couldn't make the varsity team, and then I went on to the University of Minnesota, and I played there with Coach Brad Buto and Doug Woog, but I also played JV there too, and I struggled a little bit because, like they said, it's going to be a struggle, but you just have to work through it. But one of my best memories was when we went to the state tournament. I said I would tell this story. I grew up in a small town in northern Minnesota, and we rode that orange school bus to the state tournament, and we had guys that lived on the farm, and they had never been to the state tournament. they'd never been to the Twin Cities. We rolled into the Twin Cities and we stayed at the Radisson, and we had guys that had never been in a hotel before, and they rode the elevator up and down for half the day. No wonder why we didn't win. We played Edina the first game and lost 6-0. We thought we had a really good team. But I love the game, and that's what you have to have in order to succeed at the level you players are going to go to. There's going to be some tough challenges, but that's all right. Just accept those challenges and love the game, and you'll do fine. I can hardly wait to watch your guys' career. I looked at the past recipients and the past winners, and a lot of the players that play in the NHL now, and it's just so fun to watch that. But I'm honored to be here today. I'm honored to give out this award, and I guess with that, Tommy, do you want to? We'll open it up. I'll announce it. On behalf of the Minnesota All Sports Alliance and Mr. Hockey Awards Banquet Committee, I am pleased to announce that the winner of the 2022 Mr. Hockey Award is Max Strand of Roseau High School. Congratulations.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate all the other finalists from all your great high school careers and high school seasons this year. And then I'd like to thank my family, my friends, all my teammates, my coaches, and everyone else who has helped me along the way. You know, I couldn't have done any of this without you guys, so thank you for that. You know, I also want to thank the Roseau community. It's truly a blessing to have grown up in such a great community, surrounded by hockey my whole life.
Let's give it up one more time, not only for today's award recipients, but for all of our finalists, all deserving and are going to have exceptional careers ahead of them. Thank you all for coming out today. This is going to be almost towards the end of our ceremony, but also if all the finalists and award winners could move to the photo table at the conclusion of the ceremony for some photos. And I would also like to take this moment to invite Lauren back up for a couple of announcements. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Congratulations to all you finalists once again. We're so proud of the history of Mr. Hockey that we want to invite you guys back whenever your careers are finished in hockey. Come back and help us talk to the new class about your Mr. Hockey experiences. This morning I got a text message from Matt Kowalska, finalist from years ago from Hill Murray. He lives up in Fergus Falls right now. But he sent this text. It's really cool. I want to read it to you. It says, "Gentlemen, enjoy your day. Special day for these 13 finalists. I remember mine like it was yesterday, and I can't wait to come back and join you at the banquet someday." So that's a pretty special comment from Matt Kowalska, and we wish you guys all the best in your future endeavors. So the photo table is back there. It's in the left corner. We ask you all to go back there, bring your awards. We have a official photographer that's going to be here about 1:30. Marty Miele and Tom Chorsky wanted this banquet to go a little faster today, so we did it. We did it, guys. It's faster. So maybe there'd be a chance for some family photos and such before Abby gets here at 1:30 to take the official photo of the finalists and the award winners. The Strand family, I want you, let's see, Roger Godin, are you at table 7? Will you please stand up a minute? Thank you. Roger Godin is the wild curator, and he puts all the exhibits together in the Excel Center, and he will want to talk to you guys about getting your Max's varsity jersey and some other things to help build that display in a tribute to the Mr. Hockey Award. So, so connect with him afterwards. And once again, thank you all. Congratulations on a fantastic season. Thank you all for being here, and we will see you next year.